Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Some of the most terrifying, creepy, and downright horrifying species may be found in the Mariana Trench, the deepest portion of the ocean. Bizarre headlights that attract smaller prey, worms that eat bones of dead animals, and sharks that can snap anyone in half. Here are 10 terrifying Mariana Trench monsters you've never seen before. Number 10. Sea devil anglerfish. The sea devil anglerfish is a pretty famous fish that over the last few years almost lived in cold deep water and found in the Mariana Trench. The creature is so mind-boggling that I found it the best thing to start our video with. The deep sea anglerfish, also goes by the name of humpback anglerfish, is a medium-sized creature that lives in the bathypelagic zone of the open ocean at the depths of at least 2,000 meters. They live their life in the complete absence of sunlight. To attract creatures, the sea devil anglerfish possesses a fishing rod-like appendage on its forehead with a glowing light connected to the end. When these animals get close enough to the light, they'll be able to see the massive jaws of the sea devil catch them. As an anglerfish, the sea devil doesn't dart after its prey. Instead, it has a protrusion from its forehead that dangles a glowing lure to attract starstruck, luckless animals. With its huge, gaping jaws, the sea devil can actually devour creatures larger than itself. Number 9. Zombie worms. Zombie worms are not your typical zombies. Zombie worms don't crave brains. Instead, they seek bones. Zombie worms don't eat mineral bones directly. Instead, they digest fats within the bone. However, their style of eating is quite different from ours because they don't have a mouth or a stomach. They secrete an acid from their skin that dissolves bone, freeing up the fat and protein trapped inside. Then, symbiotic bacteria living in the worm's bodies digest the fat and protein. While Ozdacs are best known for extracting some of the final nutrients from the whale skeletons fallen to the deep, they don't discriminate among bones. If that isn't strange enough, the only worms drilling are females, with tiny males living within their bodies. In one research, 111 males were found within a single female zombie worm. Because the eggs and sperm are immediately close to each other, this removes the inconvenient step of needing to look for a partner. The worms can distribute a large number of fertilized eggs across the environment, hoping that they will land near any recently fallen bones. Number 8. Benthocodon. The benthocodon is a deep-sea jellyfish that likes to live near the bottom of the ocean. The benthocodon, though, is an unusual type of jellyfish that prefers an environment far out at sea, at depths of more than 762 meters, often right on the seafloor. These are compact jellyfish with a rounded top called the bell. The bell is typically smaller than 3/4 of an inch to 1.2 inches in diameter, and it's laced with an estimated 1,500 wispy red tentacles, which it uses to whisk itself through the water. The benthocodon dines on small crustaceans and foraminifera, tiny unicellular organisms. The benthocodon's bell is opaque reddish coloring in hue, despite the fact that many jellyfish are transparent. Scientists believe that this color helps to hide the benthocodon from danger by masking its bioluminescent glow of the microscopic organisms that the jellyfish eats. Number 7. Goblin shark. If you've ever watched the iconic movie Aliens, you've probably had nightmares about toothy, bald creatures erupting from your chest and snapping at your face. Consider a shark with a face like this prowling the deepest, darkest seas. That's the goblin shark, a creature with a horrible name for your worst fears. If you're ever in the sea and a goblin shark passes by, you'll be dwarfed. They may grow up to 5.5 meters in length. You're unlikely to come across one of these creatures, thankfully. These sharks dive to an average depth of 914 meters, and the older they get, the deeper they go. Goblin sharks, like many other deep-sea species, are poorly understood by science. Nobody knows how they reproduce, and no pregnant female has ever been discovered. These fish, like the goblins of fairy tales, remain a mysterious and fantastic example of the diversity of life on Earth. The fun fact about goblin shark: it is also known as the vampire shark. As if it wasn't scary enough, it is named a vampire because it lives deep in the sea and avoids the light. Goblin sharks have been discovered at depths ranging from 270 to 1,300 meters. Number 6. Barreleye fish. The unique fish lives 2,500 feet below sea level in the Mariana Trench. to this one-of-a-kind fish. This fish is one of a kind because of the strange things it does. The head of the fish is transparent. Inside that head are two sensitive barrel-shaped eyes that are most typically pointed upwards, allowing the fish to see silhouettes of its prey. The clear head, on the other hand, may just aid the fish in catching a little more light, giving this one-of-a-kind species an advantage over its competition. Yet this odd fish still holds many secrets, leaving scientists puzzled over its life cycle and reproduction patterns. The barreleye fish, Marcopina microstoma, is a deep-sea fish mainly found in the North Pacific Ocean off the coast of California. It may be found in the Indian and Atlantic Oceans as well. Number 5. Comb jellies. At number 5 on our list are the comb jellies, which resemble jellyfish. However, scientists have discovered that they are not even related to jellyfish, despite the fact that these deep-sea animals have been found as far back in the fossil records as 500 million years. Comb jelly bodies are almost entirely made of water, giving them an ethereal appearance. They have rows of combs made of tiny cilia. You may be wondering why these dazzling creatures are on our list. Well, their feeding habits are even stranger than their appearance. Their usual prey are small plankton and fish larvae. But when food is scarce, comb jellies will eat their babies in order to survive cannibalism. The fun fact about the comb jellies is they are primarily made up of water. Their bodies are 95% water, which allows them to float about. They have no bones or muscles to weigh them down. Number 4. Deep-sea hatchetfish. There are approximately 40 species of hatchetfish with thin bodies coated in shiny scales. That's why they frequently appear metallic. They all have terribly skinny bodies. They're tiny fish, and even the largest species only grow to be around 6 inches, 15 centimeters long, and they're found at depths of over 5,000 feet, 1,524 meters. Hatchetfish have bioluminescent bodies that may change brightness depending on how much light is coming up through the ground. They're counter-illuminating their bodies in a clever camouflage method. Their weak, self-produced light lowers their shadows, making predators from below considerably more difficult to see. Number 3. Frilled shark. You will be thrilled if you ever meet the frilled shark. The frilled shark is one of the few remaining species in its shark family. However, it may still be found in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. More than 300 teeth will be visible when they open their mouths. They're slender, spiky, and angled sharply rearward. Frilled sharks probably spend most of their lives near the ocean's bottom, and they like waters more than 1,219 meters deep. Studying the frilled shark is like seeing through a portal back to prehistoric times, because scientists believe these eel-like sharks haven't altered much since their earliest relatives roamed the deep sea water. They're frequently called living fossils. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it on one of our videos. The subscriber's pick. Today's subscriber pick is a bit disappointing because it is a statue of an apparently scary-looking shark, but when you see it in the clip, all the horror just fades away. Number 1. Deep-sea dragonfish. Here we are at number 1, and we've saved the finest for last. If there was an award for the most awful fish in the water, the deep-sea dragonfish would be the winner. With its slimy, scaly skin, huge teeth, and a face only a mother could adore, dragonfish, which are about 6 inches, 15 centimeters long, prefer to swim between 700 and 6,000 feet, 213 and 1,828 meters under the surface, where the waters are lightless and cold. Like many deep-water creatures, this species relies heavily on bioluminescent body parts, which leverage internal chemical reactions to produce an eerie glow. Dragonfish, which are approximately 6 inches, 15 centimeters in length, like to swim between 700 and 6,000 feet, 213 and 1,828 meters beneath the surface, where the water is dark and chilly. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.